the evidence from around the world, especially in Western democratic countries where they have sort of perpetual coalitions and perpetual minority governments, is that these things can be done and they can benefit the electorate.
Some of the final votes are still being counted, but Canadians are reckoning with another minority parliament, one nearly identical in composition to the one dissolved in August. It appears the mandate from Canadians is the Prime Minister should learn to play nice with opposition parties.
Whether or not that's in Justin Trudeau's temperament to do these kind of negotiations and this kind of reach across the aisle, I'm not sure, but it'll be interesting to see what happens going forward.
Stéphanie Plante says there are many examples of governments that work well with regular coalitions. Since 1990, France has only had 2 majority parliaments, and no single party in Germany's Bundestag has had a majority since reunification. Justin Trudeau will be required to work with opposition parties going forward, but Plante says that would be better for the public.
Those are generally countries where the economies are very good, democratic norms are followed. So I would argue it's good. Maybe Justin Trudeau would disagree with me.
For the NDP, for the Bloc, even the Green Party, having a minority parliament is a way to actually exert more direct influence.
Trudeau will need the support of another party to pass legislation, likely the NDP. It's something of an awkward position, as Trudeau called the same arrangement unworkable prior to asking for an election. But Bellon says there likely won't be any lingering resentment at the negotiating table.
If you had asked them and they had responded really honestly before the campaign, they would have told you they prefer work with a minority liberal government than with a conservative minority government, or of course with a majority government, regardless of what kind.
While Justin Trudeau hasn't spoken publicly since election night, it appears there is one policy plank he'll be able to move forward on: $10 a day childcare. It's a direct deal with the provinces and doesn't need legislative approval except to approve some spending associated with it. Most of the provinces have signed on, and Ontario Premier Doug Ford, who was previously cagey about what he thought of the plan, now says Ontario wants in. In Ottawa, Xiaoli Li, City News.